architect and activist journalism on the ground. We are seeing across the nation different corporations and brands and businesses start speaking up and donating big money. We should match that as a community, as a church, because that is social change is something that we believe in. Our God was a radical God, a God who believed in change and equality. So it doesn't make sense for us to sit back and be quiet. And so I commend you all for being here today and for starting that charge. And I encourage you to make sure that we're also encouraging other churches and other religious institutions to get involved on this fight.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, some real talk, because it's great for us to be out here. It's great to see that all 50 states in America as of this week and over 18 countries have started participating in protests and rallies just like this. I think that is, it's important to understand that we need to be on a unified front. We need to have a goal in mind. And so, let's talk about that. Like, what are the goals? And how do we want to see this movement change the world? So, first, I think we need to start thinking beyond reform.
That's right. That's right.
And now everybody get quiet.
No.
You guys gotta remember God was a radical God, right? Okay. So I think we need to also think about what it looks like to invest in our communities.
Right.
What does it look like to uplift Black voices?
Yeah.
And what it looks like to divest in policing as we know it today. What does it look like to believe in radical change? Not just reform, but engaging in abolitionist work.
Yeah.
And it will take, for that to happen, us to reimagine how we plan on investing in community-led social services. I don't think that police should be responding to mental health crises because they aren't trained in that. Why aren't we having people who are trained in social services to be on the front lines of that work? And these things aren't, and these ideas of shifting how we engage within our community and self-police our community aren't things that have not been thought of and done before. Right now in New York City, Erica Ford is literally in Jamaica, Queens, went over a year and a half with no killings in her district, which previously was one of the most, suffered from the highest rates of homicide. And this is a community-led effort. This had nothing to do with the police taking the knee with us. This had nothing to do with engaging in certain political reforms. This is stuff that has to do with us engaging and mobilizing within ourselves and within our own communities.
Come on now.
So, at the end of the day, I do think we're all here to build community with one another and to center love, to center the idea and the fact that Black lives do indeed matter, to proclaim that Black is love,
That's right.
and that Black is lit because through it all, we bring light with us. So, when we believe these things to be true, I think there's only one thing to do. And that's to start taking those steps to actually make this country great.
All right.